This episode is brought to you once again by our friends at Loot Crate, who ask a simple question. Would you classify yourself as a geek, a gamer, or a pop culture nerd? Then Loot Crate is the subscription box service for you. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. So make sure to head to lootcrate.com/minimap and enter the code minimap to save $3 on any new subscription. Not that long ago, and depending on where you live, not so far away, Loot Crate blasted off into a voyage across the galaxy, searching the far reaches of space to find universally awesome gear. Using December's Star Wars The Force Awakens loot as the launch pad, Loot Crate landed some equally cosmic items from Halo 5 and more. They've got an exclusive Funko Pop and an exclusive t-shirt in this month's crate, which makes it the one you're looking for. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific, that's midnight Eastern, to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/minimap and enter the code minimap to save $3 on your new subscription today. Xbox One gets even cheaper, and its wireless controller now supports more PCs. We'll tell you about Steam's wild weekend discount and what the creators of BioShock are up to, and also what a Nintendo engineer's patent might tell us about the company's upcoming hardware. Welcome to Polygon Minimap, your daily audio tour through the world of video games, related technologies, and pop culture favorites like comics, movies, and TV. I'm your host, Dave Tack, and it is December 11th, 2015, a Friday. Let's do the news. Microsoft announced that it would knock $50 off all Xbox One consoles and bundles for the holiday season, but Best Buy is doing gamers one better by offering a $50 gift card with any Xbox One system purchase. All consoles and bundles qualify for the promotion, which means that you can grab sets like the Xbox One Elite package for essentially $399, down from the usual $499. That bundle includes a system with a 1 terabyte solid-state hybrid drive, as well as the new, hard-to-come-by Elite wireless controller. The offer's only good at Best Buy's website, where you can peruse your various console options before adding your bonus gift card to your cart. On the Xbox front too, Microsoft's wireless USB adapter for the Xbox One controller on Windows PC is no longer restricted to Windows 10. It now also supports Windows 7 and Windows 8, Microsoft's Larry Major Nelson Herb announced this week. This is an about-face for Microsoft, which told Polygon this past June that the dongle would only work with Windows 10. Microsoft's newest operating system is available as a free upgrade until late 2016 for users of Windows 7 and Windows 8. The dongle, which is officially known as the Xbox Wireless Adapter for Windows, allows users to play PC games wirelessly with an Xbox One controller. Microsoft has supported hooking up an Xbox One gamepad to a computer with a USB cable since June of 2014, when the company released official Windows drivers for the controller. Microsoft released the Xbox Wireless Adapter for Windows in October, and it costs $24.99. If you're looking to pick one up as a holiday gift, the device is out of stock right now at both Amazon and the Microsoft Store, but it's currently available at Best Buy and GameStop. Steam has a pretty remarkable discount on games by Double Fine Productions this weekend. From now until Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, you can grab 10 of the studio's games, including Psychonauts, Grim Fandango Remastered, and Broken Age, for $19.99. The bundle typically retails for $99.99, which is in itself a major savings for consumers. The whole package, which throws in a few of the game's soundtracks to boot, is worth $184.22 on its own for $19.99. This deal is again only good from now through the weekend. If nothing else, it's an easy way to get acquainted with Psychonauts before you consider contributing to its sequel's FIG crowdfunding campaign, which studio head Tim Schafer unveiled at the Game Awards 2015 last week. Not only is Psychonauts 2 in development, but Double Fine is also working on a spin-off, Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, for PlayStation VR. Irrational Games, or rather the studio formerly known by that name, is looking to expand its team, and a new job listing on its website reveals further details on what the studio is working on. Among the requirements for the systems designer position is experience with open world games, with the post citing the Borderlands series and Middle-earth Shadows of Mordor specifically. This hints at the genre of the studio's next game and corresponds with a 2014 article by creative director Ken Levine in which he wrote of his respect for the latter title. Just as notable, especially for fans of Irrational's previous works, is the requirement that a desirable systems designer has a passion for, quote, narrative first-person shooters. That description is strikingly reminiscent of the titles in the BioShock franchise, which pair strong storylines with FPS gameplay. Levine has spoken at length about the importance of narrative to gaming and game design, and his GDC 2014 lecture about story-driven experience is listed as required viewing for the position. During that talk, Levine shared his renewed interest in non-linear experiences with an emphasis on player choice and replayability. To those interpreting his treatise on exceptional game design as a mission statement for his next project, he made sure to clarify that these were simply his broader thoughts on gaming, not necessarily reflected in his forthcoming games. Irrational is hiring a quality assurance manager and asks that applicants for that role similarly have an interest in shooters with stories. The QA manager should also have experience with Windows PC games, and especially those that launch on Steam. That bullet point gives fans their first hint at what platform the team is developing for. A variety of job listings have popped up on the studio's career page over the last year. In March, Irrational advertised for a senior programmer to join the project, particularly one with experience in Unreal Engine 4. Levine announced that the studio, once known as Irrational Games, but as yet unnamed, would restructure in early 2014. Major layoffs followed as the director shared his intention to shift focus toward smaller efforts, all while remaining under the ownership of parent company Take-Two Interactive. Along with BioShock and BioShock Infinite, Irrational Games developed System Shock 2, which bore a strong influence on the latter franchise. Comprised of former members of defunct System Shock creator Looking Glass Studios, Irrational's rights to that franchise have since left its hands and landed in those of Night Dive Studios, which is working on a new version of the first System Shock game. We've got some really interesting news about Nintendo right around the corner, but first I want to take a minute to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Loot Crate. Would you classify yourself as a geek, as a gamer, or a pop culture nerd? Then this is the subscription box for you. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique, one-of-a-kind items, and more. So make sure to head to lootcrate.com/minimap and enter the code MINIMAP, one word MINIMAP, to save $3 on any new subscription. Not that long ago, and depending on where you live, not so far away, Loot Crate blasted off into a voyage across the galaxy, searching the far reaches of space to find universally awesome gear. Using December's Star Wars The Force Awakens loot as the launch pad, they landed on some equally cosmic items from Halo 5 and more. They've got an exclusive Funko Pop and an exclusive shirt in this month's crate too, which means that this is the loot you're looking for. I sound just like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Basically, Loot Crate is like a friend who knows what you love and surprises you with an awesome present every month. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific, that's midnight Eastern, to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/minimap and enter the code MINIMAP to save $3 on your new subscription today. Thanks once again to Loot Crate for sponsoring Polygon Minimap. A patent application for what appears to be a novel new handheld has surfaced via the popular gaming forum NeoGAF. The patent, which features an elliptical touchscreen embedded in a traditional console controller, was not directly submitted by Nintendo. However, the individual named as the lead inventor appears to be Masato Kuwahara, a member of the development and engineering department. Polygon found a patent application number matching the details of the one listed at NeoGAF, which was recently filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. The device, as described, features 2 control sticks and 2 shoulder buttons. Additional user inputs appear on the display itself. The patent suggests that those virtual buttons will be movable and assignable, allowing for ease of use by left-handed players. And here's a little bonus one. I wrote this on December 17th, 2014, so darn near exactly 1 year ago. The article is called Report Nintendo Eyeing Shape-Shifting LCD Screens from Sharp. Nintendo is looking to buy free-form LCD screens from Sharp, the Japan Times reports. According to the publication's sources, Nintendo could use the technology to power the successor to the Nintendo 3DS handheld or a sleep mapping device. Nintendo unveiled a sleepy, health-focused product in October as part of its QOL, or Quality of Life platform. As The Verge reported last June, Sharp's display technology rearranges circuitry throughout the display, allowing for screens in shapes that break from the traditional rectangular shapes of smartphones and TVs. You can see in an image in the article, and of course you can find a link to this article in the show notes, Sharp's reveal focused on the ways car manufacturers could use the displays really in dashboards. Nintendo revealed a new Nintendo 3DS in August of last year. It sports a second stick and shoulder buttons. Earlier this year, before his untimely passing, Satoru Iwata, then the president of Nintendo, said that the company is working on a new system, codenamed the NX, which we should see sometime in 2016. And that is the biggest news of the whole week. Over at Polygon.com, we've got plenty more for you to see. And since we got a whole weekend to see it, I grabbed a bunch of stuff that I think you ought to take a look at. First up, really interesting feature called Making a Game While Recovering from Cancer. That is a true story up on the site. Check the show notes for that. We also